Coucher. Good job, Joe. He never lets us down, does he? Good afternoon, and I'm going to give you a very warm welcome to the entire alumni, friends, and honored guest. In the course of 35 years of our existence, we have inducted 65 members and 13 posthumous members into the St. Vitus Alumni Hall of Fame. Today we will be honoring from the class of 1961, Ann Zakel posthumously, and 1969 grad Jerry Hopkins by inducting them into our 2022 Hall of Fame. These two well-deserving women, both graduates of St. Vitus School, are being recognized today for their outstanding contributions to the Slovenia community and greater Cleveland landscape. Congratulations. Also, a special welcome to our anniversary classes, the members of the class of 1947, classes of 1972, and the classes of 1997. We are happy to celebrate with you today. We are blessed with so many friendships and memories that being a part of St. Vitus School has provided for us. I am sure that each of us has a friendship or memory that we cherish. What a better place to share them and renew friendships than right here at our annual homecoming celebration. In 1987, our then pastor, boy, that's a strange remark to say then pastor, Reverend Joe Bojnar, along with Joe Zelli, formed the St. Vitus Alumni Association with the purpose to honor members of achievement and award academic scholarships to deserving eighth graders desiring to continue their Catholic education by attending a Catholic high school. This is some good information for all of you. We want to be, you've heard this a lot, we want to be as transparent as possible, and we will be with this statement. To date, we have dispersed over $95,000 to qualifying students. The note here is, from the short period of time that we've been in existence with the restart in 2014, which has been 8 years, we have dispersed a total of $26,000 with hope to carry on these financial contributions for many years to come. So in a mere 8 years, I think we've done a pretty good job, and it's all thanks to your support. By attending this event, you help us carry out our mission and our legacy. Your support enables our association to bestow scholarships to qualifying students. We have also been able to contribute to various parish financial initiatives, which include Heart of the Shepherd and our new St. Vitus Hall. This year, we have awarded 2 scholarships to students who are academically outstanding, have wonderful leadership qualities, but most importantly, are faith-filled individuals who wish to continue and learn and share their faith during the next level of their education. Our 2022 recipients are Thomas Matthews, is attending NDCL, and Andrew Uzel, attending St. Ignatius. Congratulations to them both. For over 30 years, the Alumni Board and members at large have continued the legacy of the founding board. We are very grateful for their vision and commitment to Catholic education and to the children and grandchildren of our alumni members. Your support today provides tuition assistance to the parents of our applicants. I would also like to thank everyone who helps make this event possible. A special thanks to our present board, our treasurer, Andrea Plassard, scholarship coordinator, Mary Petalin, our #1 officer at large, Donald Kern, and Secretary Mia Graff. With these people, without these people, this would not have happened tonight. Their sole job is to make me look good up here. and they're fantastic, and they're great individuals to work with as well. I mean, they're just committed to this. And I know these next two people don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Thanks to St. Vitus School alumna Kathy Cupp. She did the program. She's continued to do these for years, and they're just fantastic. And Shelley Slopnick March for beautiful decorations, the blue and gold floral arrangements. Shelley did that for us, and we're forever grateful for her carrying on her own legacy from Slopnick's Florist. At this time, I'm going to ask Becky Zakiel Moeller to step to the stage, and she's going to say a few words about the honor we're going to give her mother, Annie. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Thank you for taking the time to formally honor my mother for this Alumni Award. St. Vitus played such an integral part of Mom's life. She grew up just a couple blocks from here on Prosser Avenue, and along with coming here for Sunday Mass in elementary school, she also attended a weekly Slovenian school here. Louder? Could you hear any of that? Okay, just checking. As a preteen, she played an angel in St. Vitus's annual Sveti Miklauš pageant. That year, the role of Lucifer was played by an older boy named Janez Žakelj. Mom used to tell me that after that day, she would see him going down the street and go, "Ha ha, Lucifer, Lucifer." And he would just kind of be like, what a brat. But with time, their relationship grew and matured, and they were married here in 1969. By the time my brother Chris and I were born, my parents had moved to Euclid, and during those years, we were more involved with St. Felicitas, because that's where my brother and I went to school. But Mom's heart was always here at St. Vitus, and by the mid to late 90s, she had started bringing her talents back here. Her talents. Mom always called herself a Jill of all trades and a mistress of none. It still blows my mind, all of the things that she knew how to do. She was a computer programmer by trade, but her true love was of the arts, and that really shined through when it came to her volunteering with the parish. She inherited some magnificent sewing skills from her own mother, who was a seamstress. And if you look around the church, you'll still find reminders of her everywhere. She designed clothing for the Infant of Prague statue, vestments for Father Božnar, and banners for Easter, and I'm sure there are other ones as well. The Slovenian folk art banners and the Camino de Santiago altar cloth that she made were even displayed just a few short months ago at my wedding to my husband, Matt. When Mom would take on these projects, sometimes she spread herself a little bit too thin, and I'd get calls from her when I was living in Boston or I was at Ohio State in dental school, and she'd go, "Oh, God, I was up till like 1 o'clock last night working on these, that altar cloth." She wouldn't have had it any other way. She loved doing that, and I think that she secretly enjoyed and thrived under that kind of self-inflicted pressure. She always enjoyed helping out with the Altar Society events and with the parish picnics, where she could usually be found in charge of the Chinese raffle. She was a meticulous arranger of raffle baskets, and she gained kind of a following with her regular donation of a photo canvas that she entitled Moody Blade. Everyone has a Blade photo or painting at their home, but Mom's was a little darker and more mysterious. I think she kind of took pride in being a little different. Her favorite activity, however, was participating in the musical traditions of the parish. She sang in Koratan. She sang in the 9 a.m. Mass choir. And she also sang in the Christmas choir, which I think she enjoyed the most. She looked forward to that every year. If you ever see the Christmas choir concert program, you'll notice that most of the Slovenian hymns are accompanied with English translations. And I'm pretty sure the majority of these were done by her. She would spend hours at that computer with her Slovad, her little dictionary in hand, and creating not only faithful but elegant translations of those hymns. She would usually recruit either me or my brother to take videos of specific songs during those concerts. And at the time, it was sort of annoying because she'd come and she'd have the program in her hand and she'd say, okay, so I got the Fuji camera here, but if we run out of space on that, here's the Samsung. You got to use both of those. There's an extra SD card here, and she would have it all planned out. And at the time, it was kind of a chore, but looking back on it now, what a legacy to have that posted and share that beautiful content with the world. And she would listen to those videos over and over and over again. Sometimes she'd be like criticizing them too. She'd be like, oh man, Sopranos, we were really off on that part. We were totally flat. But she would listen to them constantly on repeat because she loved them so much. And it was only too fitting then that after all those years, it was while listening to the Christmas choir on CD singing from Handel's Messiah that she took her last breath, surrounded by those who loved her and the voices of her friends, and completely at peace. So, on behalf of my entire family, I'd like to thank you again for honoring her today and for enriching her life in such a multitude of ways. And she would have been so proud to accept this from you. Thank you.
Hold on. On behalf of the St. Vitus alumni, we are posthumously giving this to our, I want to get it right, 66th member of our Hall of Fame, your mother. Thanks, Becky.
Thank you.
With that said, we're going to have a little musical choral arrangement by John and his boys and girls. Everybody, or what do we got, John? Okay.
All right, everybody, come on, let's go. Yeah, you could tell this is not very well rehearsed, but nonetheless, I think Becky described her mother in a very, very polite, nice way. She really, I can speak from both the Coratan side, since I'm the director there, as well as for the choir. She was the heart and soul of the group. You didn't find a person that was probably more passionate than she was. Not only, I can still see her at the rehearsals. You know, other people would be moaning and groaning like, "Oh, Jesus, come on, John, can't we cut this rehearsal short? Let's go, come on." No. Beck, we got to go over this song one more time. I'm not sure if I still know it or not. She was meticulous, just like she was with her artistry, and she was the same way with her music. And we miss her greatly. Okay, what do we got up here? Okay, I guess we got most of the people. Unfortunately, a lot of our members were not able to come today. They're down in Columbus. We had a wedding of one of our Celestinas. So we're going to do a song that I know we sang at the funeral mass for her. It's called the Servant Song. I know you weren't at the 9 o'clock mass today. We sang it there. We've sung it enough times. I know you're familiar with it. But listen to the words of this song. It was appropriate at weddings, and yet it's also very appropriate for right now while we remember her legacy to us.
Thank you, John. Very well done. Okay, that's all right. Okay, next up, I'm going to call on Bob Hopkins to say a few words about our next honoree, his wife, Jerry Mills Hopkins. You may know Bob as president of the Slovenian National Home. So this ought to be interesting. Go after it, Bob. You want the mic?
Put it in there. Put it in.
All right, Bobby, take it away.
It's all yours.
Tighten that up a little. There we go. Okay. Well, first of all, I thought Frankie would give me a kiss up here too, but I guess that didn't work. No. I said I thought you'd give me a kiss too.
I'll give you the kiss of death.
Yeah, I bet. First of all, congratulations to the Zakel family. I've known John and I certainly knew Annie for years. She was a great volunteer and a great part of this community. So today, I'd like to thank all the friends, board members that are here, family, on Jerry's big day. Usually it's always me getting all the credit and her doing all the work. So today I'm going to give her the credit. So I've not told this story too much in my lifetime, but 30 years ago, Eddie Kennick, who was the president of the National Home at the time, was very sick, and I took over as president of the hall. And a couple of months into it, I was approached by the auditor of the National Home. One of them, he was a friend of mine, actually, and he says, "We have a problem." I said, "What's that?" He says, "We're missing money." I said, "That's not good." So we started looking into it, and the secretary of the hall at the time was taking money out of the coffers. So right away, my first thing is he has to go. I mean, you have a thief, he has to go. Even though Father Ritar's homily today said quite the opposite, that I should be supporting him, right? So I went to the accountant at the time, and he says, "Well, you know, we're doing all this fundraising right now. We can't be raising red flags about it and blah, blah, blah," which I didn't agree with. He said, "We got to leave him on." So he paid back the money, and about another month later, he was taking money again. So at this time, I said, "That's it. He's got to go." The accountant had to go, and at this point, I didn't know who I could trust. So I went to Jerry, and I said, "Look," I said, "I need you to come and get involved here for like 3 days a week, cashing checks, making deposits, doing some of the bookings, you know, for a short period until we get this thing straightened out." So that was 30 years ago. And I can honestly say I've had great boards of directors over the years and volunteers. And, you know, she took on the job. We tried paying her as much as we could, trying to give her increases a year, but she had no 401k. She had no health care. You know, so how many people would go and take those kind of jobs on today, right? So the money that we paid her for the amount of hours that she was actually there working, keeping the National Home going, there's no way that we could ever paid that much money. She volunteered some nights, many nights, staying overnight, sleeping down at the National Home for the events the next day. So I can just tell you that she comes from a great family of volunteers. Her mother and her father volunteered for many, many years. Her family's all doing stuff now. I can just tell you from the base that she had from St. Vitus in the school, and certainly from the support from the family and the friends that we've had over the years, that the Slovenian Home would not be standing today without her and the work that she's done for it. So now the key is trying to get replacement for her so she can retire, and that's the hardest part because we need 3 people to do the job that she's been doing. So needless to say, I just want to introduce my wife right now. She's been wonderful to work with. We've had, many argumentative nights over stuff down at the hall, but she always has the steady hand on it all, and we've always come through. The hall's in good shape right now. We're hoping to have it there for many years to come. It's in good shape financially. So, Jerry?
Thank you, Bob. Our 67th member, Jerry Mills Hopkins. Here are you. There you go, Jerry.
I'll be very simple, but first I have to thank my husband. Years ago, when we were Man and Woman of the Year together in 2009, I forgot to thank him first or last. So I'm starting off by thanking Bob. I want to thank everyone for being here. My God, I didn't even see all those people back there. We need a lot of support to keep the hall going. And that's all I ask of people here. You're all Slovenian. We all own it. It's all part of our legacy. But we've got to keep it together as we do this together. I'm one person, and I want to retire. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jerry. Very well done. In just 164 days, we'll be hosting a reverse raffle with the St. Vitus Vets on April 11th, 2023, the alumni. And Mia, do we have any polo shirts available down there or anything like that? No? No knickknacks? No? Okay. Well, that closes out the afternoon. You're welcome to stay for a little while and have a little fellowship. With that, we're going to get the final blessing from Father, our pastor. And it was nice to see Father Bojnar here tonight. It looks like he made the trip over to Cuyahoga successfully. I know it's hard for him to do that nowadays, but he gets here. I see he got an extra piece of strudel, too.
May Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, may God's blessings be upon you. He continues to open his hands to take in your hearts and your minds and your souls. You may always give him praise for all the blessings in our lives, for the people around us, and for our parish. And may God's blessings be upon you, now and always. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Thank you. Thanks for coming.